I'm Angela Sylla. I'm the owner of Sylla's Acres. I am married to Bill Sylla. I have 2 children. Will is 14 and Zach is 12. I became owner after Ann Sylla retired, which was about 4 years ago. And we decided as a family that this is something that we really enjoy doing. So we decided that this would be a good business opportunity for our family. Both children do help. That's something that they look forward to every single year, and they've actually been helping with the business since they were extremely small. This is a family-owned business. Therefore, after I really gave it a lot of thought, I wanted to keep something going that was not only just important to our family, but also to our community. This operation has been in business for over 50 years. It actually started quite some time ago with Ann's dad, and he grew strawberries just a little ways from where we currently are standing. And then Laverne Sylla decided that he really enjoyed growing strawberries as well, so they opened it up into an actual full swing business. We are smack dab in between Independence and Whitehall. Like I said, it's a family-owned operation. You can't miss our signs. We have a great big yellow sign at the end of County Road Q. You can't miss us. We are open middle of June. This year we're actually open 2 weeks earlier than normal, which is something we haven't seen in quite some time. That was something that Laverne always talked about, was if the frost doesn't hit, you'll have the opportunity to pick what they call the king berries, and we actually got to see that this year. We had wonderful spring weather, which resulted in no frost, the right amount of rain, right amount of heat, and we have one heck of a bumper crop this year. So we're pretty excited that we actually got to see what Laverne always told me about for many years that I never got to see till this year. The first few years that I ran the business, we actually saw extremely hard frost, and then we saw a drought, and we weren't able to save any of the plants. They actually started to wilt away quite quickly. The second year I ran the business, it was an okay year. But after that, we've experienced a lot of different type of weather elements that really took an effect on our plants. So this is truly the first year that I have seen this big of a crop of berries before. To get ready for the season begins actually in May, where we're starting to uncover. We wait for the weather just to turn the right amount of temps. We come out, we check. I always say well, let's wake the berry plants up. So we'll remove the corn shocks from the tops of the plants just by hand to see if they're starting to show signs of growth. Once they show that sign of growth, we start to rake the fields to wake the plants up, which will then give them a good burst of that heat from the sun. And after that, it truly is just monitoring them and making sure that the plants are actually growing. We watch for many different types of things. Again, we're watching the weather every single night to see, are we going to get a hard freeze? If we are, then we have to take additional preparation in order to help protect the plants. We've tried many different things for that. For the most part, it's a lot of just tedious trying to keep them warm so we don't have any weather that affects the plants as they start to freeze. After we make it through all of the frost season, then it's watching how the blossoms are doing, making sure that there's no bugs bothering any of the vegetation at all. And the next process would be cleaning up our shed to get ready for berry season. So it's truly a lot of cleaning, ordering different supplies, and then just setting up the shed for our incoming customers. We order all of our plants from Michigan, and they're all shipped in. And then we've got a machine that we use. It's pulled by a tractor. 2 people sit in the seats, and they put the plants in one by one. It takes a full day to put in our fields. Lots of movement with that type of machine to make sure that you get the plants in the right direction, as well as making sure that all the rows are sealed up. So no, they're not grown by seeds. We do buy individual plants, and they're all put in. There's 3 honey eye fields, there's 2 jewel fields, and there's 2 sonata fields. So there's 7 different fields and 3 different varieties. Everybody in the community's got a different flavor that they ask for. And as people are presenting, that's something that I do ask them, like, which would you prefer? There's some that prefer the honey eye, and there's some that actually do prefer the jewel. Most people don't know that that is a thing. So what I encourage them to do truly is check all 3 fields and take a flavor, and then make your decision as to what you really want to pick. The other part that I've asked a lot of our customers is what are you going to do with your berries? Because if it's something very specific, then it's a certain berry that I would recommend over other ones. Customers, they come and go, but I will say we get the same customers almost every single year, and that's what makes berry season so much fun. Like I said earlier, it is truly community-based, so we see the same people year to year. They all know us, and we all have fun conversations as they're coming and going. A lot of repeat customers will bring their grandkids or their own kids, so we hear lots of stories of, I was this tall when I started coming here, and then it was, I've come here for the last, I met somebody yesterday, they've been coming for over 20 years. And it's just a blessing to see the same faces year to year. When Laverne started running the business, the school would come out. So Whitehall School offers a summer school program, and we are part of that program. So on Fridays, they do a field trip day. We're picked for one Friday, and we pick a section of the field for all of those kids to pick from, and it's donated back to the schools. So those kids will take home a small pail of berries for their families to enjoy, and then the school used the rest of it to bake. That program has grown since I started, so what used to be 10 to 15 kids is now 55, so it's an entire school bus that'll come out. I think that's my favorite part of the entire berry season, is the interaction with all of these kids year to year. It is so much fun to watch them pick berries, and then look at this one, and did you see this one, and look at the size of this, and look at how weird this one is. This one looks like a nose, or this one looks like a flower. So it's so much fun to see those kids every single year. And that was something that Laverne had actually asked me to do when I first started working with him, is can you run the patch when the kids are here? So it truly is an honor to still have the school district bringing the kids out even after Laverne passed away years ago.